Washington, India is souring on Russia amid problems over evacuating its citizens, particularly students, in Ukraine, even as it is finessing its position on the invasion as global opinion continues to turn against Moscow. Hours before a large batch of nearly 700 Indian nationals, mostly students, were evacuated from the town of Sumy in Ukraine, India's permanent representative, the United Nations Tirumati, criticized both Russia and Ukraine for not providing a safe corridor to enable their exit. We are deeply concerned that despite our repeated urgings to both sides, safe corridor for our students stranded in Sumy did not materialize, Tirumati said in a statement at the INSC briefing on the humanitarian situation in Ukraine, in remarks delivered hours before the students were evacuated on Tuesday. Although the statement appeared to criticize both sides, it appeared directed more against Moscow, as it went on to say India is appreciative of the assistance rendered by the authorities of Ukraine and its neighboring countries in facilitating their return. Both Russia and Ukraine have blamed each other for the safe corridor fiasco that resulted in several postponements in plans to evacuate students before it got underway on Tuesday. India has been consistent in calling for an immediate end to all hostilities. Our Prime Minister once again spoke to the leadership of both sides today and reiterated our call for immediate ceasefire and the need for both parties to return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy, the statement said. The statement also made a pitch for greater humanitarian assistance to Ukraine, pointing to the joint launch of the Flash Appeal and the Regional Refugee Response Plan by the Secretary-General on Ukraine, and revealing that India has already sent 7 tranches of humanitarian supplies to Ukraine and its neighboring countries. These include medicines, medical equipment, tents, protective eye gear, water storage tanks, solar lamps, amongst other relief material, the statement said, adding that India is in the process of identifying other such requirements and sending more supplies. It is important that humanitarian action is always guided by the principles of humanitarian assistance, id est, humanity, neutrality, impartiality and independence. These should not be politicized, the statement added. India's measured response to the crisis has drawn some criticism from us lawmakers, but the Biden administration has shown a degree of understanding over New Delhi's stance in the hope that it can wield some influence over Russia. Prime Minister Modi has spoken twice to President Putin and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky without seeming to affect any change in their stand. Adblock test Y.